Hello YouTube, this is Bunny here. Today I want to share a video with you, a very interesting video about the game, the dirty game that goes on behind bars with these men in prison. Specifically the men off of these pen pal sites. The game is real. And I just want to say to those men and women who are considering writing these guys, I would advise you to just guard your heart. It's very dangerous. Like if you're someone longing for love or something deeper than a physical, and you really just long for companionship, affection, and something deeper, like I say, something deeper than a physical, you really need to be careful. And I'll get into that at the end of this video. But what I want to say is that these men behind bars are highly manipulative. They're highly skilled. They know they will sweet talk you, flatter you, charm you. They know all the right words to say, all the buttons to push, all the gestures to do. And they will just make a whole bunch of promises to you that they can't keep, have no intentions of keeping. I like to call it campaign promises. And they just will blow like a whole bunch of smoke up your ass. Like especially like if you somebody who has like an insecurity or a weakness, they will prey on your weakness. If you're an insecure woman, they'll flatter you with compliments, send you all these beautiful poems and these cards and art. And then like if you have trust issues from your past, they'll talk to you like, oh, I won't lie to you, trust me, I'm a real one, I'm not gonna do you like that man or woman did you, I'm not gonna hurt you like that. They will tell you all this stuff, and it's gonna sound very convincing. I mean, because you want to give somebody a benefit of the doubt. You think like, well, I don't know this person, how do I know they're not telling me the truth? So you're gonna believe them. They use love and loneliness to aid them in their deception. They really know how to paint a picture of a very lonely man who craves love, who craves true friendship, when in reality, they just want some money from you, and they want you to start financially supporting them. A lot of these men are already in relationships and talking and writing to a whole lot of other women. Some of them are like in a relationship, but the relationship is like open to where they can talk to other females just to get some money out of them. And the girl that's with them, like their girlfriend or wife, they don't mind. Some of them don't mind, and some of them don't even know. But the ones that don't mind, they're cool with it because they're like, well, hey, go ahead and get some money from her so you can, support us, especially if this man has a family with this woman. And it's just like, they don't care who they hurt. They don't care about your emotions, your feelings. They will say and do anything they can to win you over, and till you give them your heart, and then you're going to start financially supporting them. Once you financially support them sufficiently, they're going to get bored with you, and they're going to move on to the next female, and it becomes another game. If you are lucky, they may, it may stay into like a little bit of a friendship, but then it depends on like the bond and the connection that you guys had. But when they do snub you, it can be like out of the blue. It'll be spontaneous. Sometimes some men may keep it real and say, hey, this isn't going to work out. But like my experience in talking to a lot of women, a lot of men don't do that. They just cold turkey stop talking to them. And then the female is left heartbroken and wondering what she did wrong, because like the last letter and last contact they had, everything seemed very cool and copacetic. And now out of the blue, he's not talking to her. And then the female starts blaming herself and wondering like, well, what did I do wrong? And this. But really, sweetheart, you didn't do anything wrong. It's just all him. It's all a game. And a lot of these men are just not as lonely as they're making themselves seem. They just are not as lonely. There's always people that want to write to inmates. Like, don't think you're the only one writing to somebody. There's a million people just like you and I that want somebody to talk to, that really are just trying to offer some encouragement, support, whatever your reason is for writing them. Somebody else has the very same reason for writing them too, or their own reason for writing them. So don't ever think like you the only one in somebody's corner, like only one in somebody's boat. Now, I'm not talking about all men. I'm not talking about all men behind bars, because there really truly are some lonely men behind bars who really desire a friendship, possibly a relationship. They want to correspond. They want some outside support because they're really not getting it. I'm not talking about those men, but I'm talking about the scam artists. The scam artists who are desperate and don't care who they hurt in order to get what they want. So what happened with my situation is I almost fell for this guy. He was very skilled at painting this picture of a lonely, rejected, without love, misunderstood guy, a very emotional guy, with a lot of stress. And I really, started to fall for him because he hung in there with this persona, this person that he created for as long as he could until his true colors start showing. But I had already started developing trust for him. I already started developing feelings. And as soon as those feelings came about, he pulled a complete 360. He turned into this very angry, rude, selfish person. Like, he'd start asking me, what are you bringing to this friendship, and all this rude stuff like that, after I'm sitting here, emotionally supporting him. So I thought he needed it. And he comes and asks me, what am I bringing to the relationship? The friendship. So I kept writing him, even in the midst of him insulting me like that. And that just goes to show how strong of that these lies and what they tell you can be very, very powerful, to the point where you see the obvious, you see the red flags, but you still want to keep talking to him. There's something with that. That's why I tell you, these words they use are so, so powerful. They're professional. They're so highly skilled. They know women very, very well. Sometimes their approach will depend on the type of woman you are. And they find out the type of woman you are by your letters and what you expose to them in the letters. They know women, okay? And a lot of times they'll read your letter over and over again. Up and down. They may hand it over to one of their sellers to read it so they can get a better perspective of you mentally, and then that's how they approach you. Be careful with the information. If you're not looking for nothing romantic, you just want a platonic thing with this pen pal, or you just want to offer some little outside support, just be careful what you reveal to them personally, because if you're looking for the platonic thing, just keep it platonic. Try to steer clear from romantic topics of love and relationships, because that's another way for them to get into your head and start messing with your emotions. I had a man ask me about how do I feel about love, do I believe in love, and me being the honest woman that I am and just wanting somebody to talk to, I kept it real with him and told him my desires for love, like the type of love I want to feel. But he used that to his advantage. I didn't think he would, I did not think he would do that to me, but he did. The next thing I know, he's writing me a letter declaring his love for me, saying, I've been holding out for you. I'm a very picky man. You're the one. You're so special. 12 years since I ain't had nobody, and I can feel it all in my gut. I'm showering with love for you. Oh my God, it's bubbling all up inside of me. The whole letter and all the stuff sound very, very ingenuine. And even early on, I picked up he was a charmer. He was a sweet talker. He had the gift of gab, and called me a fool maybe because I saw that he was a sweet talker, but I kept writing him. I think it was because I enjoyed those beautiful poems he was sending me. Like, I've never had no man write me no poems before, so all that stuff was very flattering. Like I say, you will be flattered. What woman doesn't want to feel desired and admired and loved? So, like I say, it's very easy to fall for these men, even if you go in with your head screwed on straight, standing on your own toes, and you're very confident, this, and this. They still have a way of creeping into your heart and toying and playing the song on your heartstrings, what I like to say. So if you're considering writing to inmates, I'll just say be cautious, be careful if you're not looking for nothing romantic. If you are looking for something romantic, I feel for you, and I hope that the person that you write to truly is looking for love and not just trying to use you. Because there's a lot of women on the internet who are very devastated and heartbroken because they've given their heart to this man that they thought truly wanted love, truly wanted a friendship. Their feelings is all tied up into this man, and the man broke their heart. You know, they kicked them to the curb for whatever reason, and it just didn't work out. Millions and millions of women like this all over the internet who are devastated because of this deception, and they believe these words that these men told them, let them get in their head and toy with their emotions, and now they got to pick themselves back up from this huge heartbreak. And it's not even right. It's not right. But it's a dirty game. You know what I'm saying? And these men do what they got to do to get their financial support and live as comfortable as they can in prison. A lot of them don't care who they hurt, and they'll forget all about you and move on to the next woman. So I just want to say, just be cautious. Those are my final thoughts. The rest you can figure out on your own. And like I say, hopefully you won't have to run across those bad seeds and those users and manipulators that are in the prison. But just don't try to be in denial, because it's real and they are out there. So just be careful. That's all I wanted to say. If you have any comments, questions, or you want to post anything, about your experiences, anything, just post it below and I will respond. Thank you for watching. Take care.